Welcome everyone, this video is brought to you by HP Tuners, who are retailing the MPVI3. It's a scan tool you can scan, data log and tune your car. It's a wicked bit of kit.
But if you don't want to tune your car yourself, then go on their website and see the dealer map where they can remotely do that for you. Even if you're in Kent and there's a tuner you want to do it in Scotland, they can do it remotely for you. And if you want to save a bit of money on the MPVI3, up to £500, you will get 5% off with using the discount code MOTORADDICTS. So make sure the link is in the description below. Get there and get your discount to save some money.
We're back again. All right, guess where we are? Where are we, Stu?
Knebworth House.
Knebworth House, because by the time this comes out, you would have missed it, but it's awesome. Come next year, Petrolheadonism Live. There's our stage. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff on there, dancing around, prancing, having a good time. But we're actually here because we're going to review Phil's truck again, because he turned the wick up this time. It's now making nearly double the horsepower it did before. It's twin turbo, whereas it wasn't before. Bit of Nissan, bit of Ford, squash them together, add a bit more power, and it's going to be fun. Get stuck into this. Okay, so Phil, welcome back.
Thank you.
I would shake your hand. There's reasons why I can't, because...
Because you fell off of a scooter.
Oh, thanks for dropping that in there. Yeah, I had a little boo-boo, all right. I actually was quite impressed with how far I got, to be honest. Flew through the air. Less of that. Look at this, look at the state of it.
41-year-old.
Acting like a 12-year-old. Anyway, regardless, we're here to talk about Phil's truck, which is far more interesting. So Phil,
Yep.
It's gone through some changes, isn't it?
Oh, big changes.
So have a look at our last video on this truck. There's loads more detail about what is in this truck and what it's about. Give us a quick bullet point. What's the truck about? Quick short rundown for those who haven't seen it.
So the truck was a 1955 Ford F100. We then took a 2012 Nissan 370Z, one-off custom-built chassis to mount everything into.
As you do.
Plug the body on the top, away you go.
And so you got a cool car that's reliable.
Absolutely, 100% reliable. I mean, I literally drove it here. It's 100 miles.
Yeah, exactly that. And without going into too much detail, I mean, it's full custom interior.
Yep.
Everything is designed by yourself.
Yep.
Phil is not a fabricator by trade, but he's learnt everything. Like
Yep.
I say, go and have a look at the video in the background. But it is a stunning piece of kit. We've loved it for ages, and it gets a lot of attention, doesn't it?
Yeah, on the road especially.
But one thing you did say last time we drove it, you said, look, I think over the coming months, I think I'm going to put some spice in it. I'm going to spice it up a little bit more.
Yep.
And I was thinking, well, if he's the guy to do the job, he's got this far, he's likely he's going to do it, and then you come back with this. So
Yeah.
what's going on under the engine bay now?
So I met a guy, Mark, at Pulsar Turbos at
Quality
Retro
guy.
Rides, and I said to him I'd love to twin turbo it. He took a look at the truck and said, I'd love to give you a couple of turbos.
I mean,
And
when someone says
that's where it started.
Yeah. And what size turbos are they?
So these are G30 660s.
Right, so, and for those that don't know, that's comparable. The 660 is relative to the horsepower capability. And the G is the frame series.
And the 30, I think, is like the inlet or outlet of the exhaust. or something.
Yeah,
It's
turbine
something.
size.
Yeah.
Anyway, go Google it. Or
Yeah.
talk to Mark at Pulsar Turbos.
Yeah.
Easy man. So it's capable of making around 1200 horse, although the engine's not built yet.
Engine's not built yet, but yeah, each turbo is capable of 600 horse easy.
Yeah. And currently it's making 500 at what sort of boost pressure?
We're running 0.5 of a bar,
Right,
which
okay.
is like 5 psi, 6 psi.
Yeah. And that is
something
literally
tiny.
that's a gust of
It's like
wind
a
in the
breath.
intake.
Yeah.
And that's all it needs to just bump it up to
Yeah.
500 horsepower,
Yeah.
which is not working very hard, so therefore it's reliable, you can have fun in it.
Yeah,
And
100% reliable, which is where we wanted to keep it. And then the next thing is the Ford U magic.
yeah, go. Have you got a plan for that? Are you already in the throes of that?
No, not yet. No,
No.
I mean that's a pipe dream currently. But you never know over the winter. Who
See
knows?
what happens.
Who knows?
Yeah, he's a man of doing rather than saying, as you can see. So it's turbocharged. So you made all the suspension, you
Yep.
made the frame,
Yep.
you made everything in the rear. That
Yep.
It's using Nissan
Subframes.
rear subframe.
Yep.
And all the Nissan brakes. So it basically drives as reliably as what a Nissan would do, only
Yep.
it looks 10 times better. Disagree with me if you like. I think this looks better than a 370Z.
Yeah.
So there we go. We would go into far more detail about it, but again, we've done that. We've seen it. I think what we need to do first is go out for a drive. What do you reckon, Stu?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Right, I better actually leave that. Well, let's put that for road use for now.
Road use. So you've got road use and
Track use.
entertainment use.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Only for use on non-public highways.
Exactly that, yeah.
And certainly not manipulable while sat in the car.
The gear shifter is shorter than what it was when I
Yeah,
drove
sure.
it.
And I put a lighter gear knob on it because it was too heavy.
Right, okay.
You know,
It does. I did notice something different about that.
it would move too much.
Yeah. And so it's just been a case of, since the last iteration of it, it's just been a case of constant sort of development and refinement. Then.
Yeah, just playing around with it. Yeah.
It doesn't sound any louder than it did. If anything, quieter.
Quieter.
I would say. That was so much quicker than I thought it was going to be. That was really fighting for grip as well.
Oh, you were struggling for grip.
Wow. Oh, I'm glad it's got Nissan 350 brakes on it. I'll say that much. Oh man. That's what it should have been, wasn't it?
That's what it should have been,
When you first built it, I was like, every element is good, it just needs a bit more poke. That's it, man.
That's got enough, hasn't it?
Oh, that's made my afternoon, that is. Yeah, it looks very stable as well.
Super
it's
stable.
Not like, you know, scrabbling or anything.
No, it kind of just moves around a little bit. Could do with finding out.
Woo! Not laggy either, comes on nice and quick.
No, 3,000, something like that.
Woo! Jesus! Oh, mate. I bet you're stoked for this, aren't you? It does everything now. Full package. I was having a bit of a rubbish day until I got in this. Industrial estate or something. Oh man, it sounds so good as well.
There's one of those Audis behind me, you know the ones that you don't like?
Can't turn my neck behind me now.
Oh yeah, it's alright.
Yeah. I've normally got something in the grill, like with a, you know, a blue flashing light.
Yeah, it is at that speed.
So are you happy with it? Does it tick your boxes? Is there anything further you want to do?
I mean, all you could do now is forge it.
Yeah.
And then that would, I mean, you get that 1,000 horsepower out of it. But it'd just be, I don't know if it'd be even drivable.
Well, I was just thinking that when we were talking earlier, in the second and third gear, you can tell it's fighting for grip. So if you added more power, then you've got to look into traction control or boost by gear and other stuff to try and
keep hold of it.
Yeah, to try and restrain it. So really, are you actually benefiting from it? It's very usable, very drivable. It's certainly not slow.
It's definitely not.
It certainly puts up with the punishment, doesn't it? Jeez, it's a lot of mass to get moving as well, isn't it? Even though, it's not. You said it's not. It looks heavy, but it's not as heavy as it looks.
But it just isn't. Like it's 1325.
Is it really?
I think that's what the weight of it.
I reckon that might be. Can we go straight on up here? Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon that might not be far off of how heavy the Nissan is.
Oh, the Nissan's like 1590.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, it's way lighter than the Nissan.
I know I suggested this road. Starting to regret that now. I've made a few bad does sound just epic, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
And it's not too much going on. It's not too intrusive. Like you could drive, like you have done, you could drive it on a journey and not be fed up with the noise and the boominess from the exhaust, because it's not
too
overpowering, you know. God, it does go. I'm trying not to swear because we're trying to can our language for the channel, because we want to, you know, make sure everyone can enjoy it. And yeah, it's a bit hard to prevent doing that when you're in something like this. Christ. So even with the turbochargers fitted and everything else back on, there's nothing that you found, there's nothing, there haven't been any problems where you thought, oh, that keeps coming off, or this is broken as a result of adapting it. It's been just a one and done.
Yeah, it's been plain sailing. Wow. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Mate. That's a testament to your engineering, I would say.
Or luck, pure luck.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you couldn't have got this far on just luck, I would say.
No, it looks like we're going out.
Yeah. It does, yeah. A bit of a stretch of road out here. Look, people just, they gawp at it, don't they? Yeah. It's a vacuum for attention. Love it. I did ask earlier about the economy, and Phil says, I don't really care. Which actually, I'm completely with that, you know. Or you don't want to scratch your Porsche. Because it's not about that, is it, at the end of the day? I wouldn't be surprised if it's not very bad anyway.
Well, I reckon it was doing about 20, it was telling me on the way up here, 20 miles per gallon on the motorway.
Yeah, and it's not without any load on it. It's probably not far off. It does sound good.
The noise that they'll blow off out, I don't know if it ever comes up on camera, but
it does. I can hear it anyway. But I was listening to the spool sound as it's just coming on to load. It's not. Again, it's not intrusive. It's not.
No. There it is.
Jesus. Yeah, I think if it would be more. It would be less drivable if it had another 300 horsepower. I don't know if that would actually make it any more fun.
No.
You know? Shit. Oh man, it sounds so good. It's a little bit of an effort doing that. That, I think you probably see, by the look on my face, is a different car than what it was before, and it really is. Phil's done a fantastic job, as he always does, and he's knocked it out of the park. The car is now, that was the only missing ingredient. Now it's got that, it goes like a scalded cat, and it still looks as cool as what it did. And it blazes tyres in Mexico, which is where we did that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I absolutely love going out in that. Always love meeting Phil, and I always love seeing this truck. So, if you like what you saw today, get in touch with us. Get in touch with us for Instagram. If you know of anyone who has got something mad, that's got a mad engine swap, or it's a rare collectible car that they wouldn't mind us featuring, please get in touch, because we want to show it to all our subscribers and everyone out there. We love seeing that stuff. Like, share, subscribe. What we got to do, Stu? Hit the bell where you can and share all of our stuff, because I'm excited because we've got a stage over there being put together. So can you tell? Look at that. First time ever. Anyway, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed it. That is your lot.
Now in the presence of a